The sun itself is spinning. The whole universe, the spiral galaxy, everything is spiraling, spinning. This spiral principle of the cosmos is what causes your hair to spiral out of its roots. So see, this nappy stuff, this is the good hair. This is the holy hair.
Real hair.
Okay? Now, people with straight hair, they have the spiral too. When their hair is shaved or hair is cut short, if you look in the back, there's a spiral. Have you seen that? It's like a whirl. But we got each individual strand also spiraling. So we can find, hair is antenna to the cosmos. So we have the ability to really fine tune, you know, to attract, to receive, and to transmit. And notice that our hair defies gravity. We have the only hair that defies gravity. The straight hair lays down length, but our hair will defy, it's reaching towards the sun. It's reaching out. And it's as it brings in the information, it's spiraling it right to the center of our head, where we find what? The pineal gland, the third eye. I theorized in my book, Blacked Out Through Whitewash, that nappy hair being antenna, if you allowed your hair to remain nappy and especially put it in locks, that you'd be able to tune in to all kinds of things, theoretically. Well, my niece, who always straightened her hair, she had, like I used to have, she had times acquired anti-nappy syndrome. Well, she eventually got over it, and she started to lock her hair. And then she called me up one day, Auntie, when you locked your hair, were you able to tune in to more? In other words, what was happening with her, she started to see herself in a light she had never seen herself before. And she started to understand her mother like she never did before, and the relations between her siblings. And then she started to see life differently, and it just blew her mind. And the only thing she did differently was allow her hair to lock up. And after a few months, she started getting these insights. So that proved my theory that your hair is antenna, and locks really allow you to tune in. Yes, sir.
So the locks are really the keys.
Yeah. That's right. So it's spiraling. We are the original orgone generator. We are the original power generator. They're terrified of us. We are in a spell. We are asleep. We don't know how great we are. When we wake up, things are going to change. According to Alex, when you wear these rings, 2 rings, you wear one on this finger, one on this finger. It has to be your little fingers. When you wear these rings at nighttime while you're sleeping, what happens is it reverses the aging process. If you are old, you actually start to grow younger and younger and younger. If you are not old, you look young. You will stay young. You'll never grow old. Furthermore, according to him, if you wear these rings every night, you simply will not die. You will live forever. This is what Alex says. And the only way, Alex Chu, and the only way you can die is if you get killed, according to Alex Chu. My attitude is, these rings have been around for about maybe 15 or so years, and that's not immortal, that's not eternity, 15 years. So we don't know if they will grant eternal life. However, if they only permit you to live, let's say 800 years, 900 years, that's not too bad.
Given the life expectancy
That's right.
is 45.
That's right.
Yeah.
And see, you actually are supposed to live here as long as you desire, and stay in healthy and young as long as you want. And then when it's time for you to leave, you don't die. You ascend. You go, okay, I'm ready to go now. And you turn yourself to light, and you raise your vibrations. up to the next level, and that's it. That's how we used to do it. Do you all remember? Because some of you in this room have ascended more than once. Anyway, ascension. I know that dying is very popular on earth, but ascension is going to become the new style of living in the world about to be born, in the world that is on the way, which is really this world raising its vibratory rate like we raise our vibratory rate when we ascend. Yes, sir. Speak up loud.
No, what do you think about the ascended masters and how they've done it using the I am presence in people?
Have you met any of them?
No, I haven't, but I've read about them, and I just wanted to know what your take on that.
Are they real?
Well, they talk about it in
Ascended
many
masters?
books.
Give me the name of one of these masters.
People like Saint Germain, and
Have you seen any brothers? They all look pink to me.
Obviously, they're doing many things in terms of what they're doing, and what they say in these books. I just wondered what your take was on some of these.
You wonder what my take is on the ascended masters? I don't trust them. Okay, there is a Luciferic light on this planet that appears to be very divine, saintly, and good, and they speak of the white light. And they speak of the white brotherhood. Stay away from that white light. That's Lucifer. Okay, you want the golden light. The white light looks pretty, but it won't lead you to where you think it's going to lead you. They say that when people die, they see this light, they see this white light in the tunnel. If you find yourself dying and you see the white light, look away. Don't look at that white light. Look away. Look up. Look to the side. Don't look at that white light because it'll pull you. And the next thing you know, you're back in the body. You don't want that. The planet, for all practical purposes, has been kidnapped, planet napped, and we are. What should I call us?
Slaves.
We're slaves. We're slaves. Everybody, basically on Earth, are slaves.
Do you think we're in a vibrational prison?
You know what? You all are very, very conscious. Why you coming here talking? Y'all can give the lecture. You're right on. You're right on. Yes, we're in a vibrational prison. Any other comments you want to add to this, to what they're saying? And we have to break out of it. And we have help. Okay, we authorize this. We don't remember because we have serious amnesia. That's part of us being in this spell. When we wake up, can you imagine remembering your past lifetimes? Many of them waking up one day and remember, oh, I've been here many times, and you very clearly recall, and you recall being masters, because you all are masters. You know, when I see something that says master, the implication is that you ain't a master when you are. When you read in books and it says the gods, a long time ago, the gods, that's us. You know that. That's us. We had the power to just go like that and cause major changes in nature, move mountains. We abused our power. We did some terrible things. We did it all, the good and the bad. We had it all. And look at us now. We have, relatively speaking, nothing. This is all part of our learning process, our growth process. We're about to graduate. Things will change, guaranteed. Now, so now immortality is becoming fashionable. Most people do not accept that these rings will reverse the aging process. They don't even bother to wear the rings to find out and prove or disprove that they work. The rings work. Don't take my word for it. Make a pair or buy a pair. The group that brought me out here will be making these rings available for purchase. So you can, does the group have a formal name?
Tahuti.
That's what I thought. Tahuti.
What does it look like?
I'm going to show you. Okay, let me read a little bit about the immortality rings. These funny looking glasses. This type is so teeny. This is what Alex Chu says. Alex Chu is the inventor of these rings. He says, you will benefit from these devices throughout your life. After wearing the rings for a few months, you should be able to gain some results like starting to look younger, becoming healthier, becoming more energetic. You will be amazed about the anti-aging effects these devices have on you. The eternal life devices, according to the inventor and many testifying experimental users' beliefs, do allow the users of such devices to stay physically young forever. The device is believed to do mainly two things: stop you from aging permanently and turns you physically younger. For example, if you are 50 years old, by using the device daily, you should look like physically 30 after 10 years. You will notice that blacks don't look their age anyway. You know, I know a sister, she's in her 50s, and she looks about 22, 23. It's incredible. I've met quite a few blacks like that. He says, I am extremely proud of my Chinese culture, background, and myself. If I were not Chinese, now check that out. Chinese, you know that the Chinese culture was created, or it developed from the Shang dynasty, and the Shangs were black people. So he's proud to be Chinese, and you know he doesn't know this, but the Chinese culture is African.
Wayne Chandler.
Right. Wayne Chandler,
Yeah, Wayne Chandler. Ancient future.
ancient future. The eternal life, he says, if I were not Chinese, I would not have invented the eternal life devices. All of my knowledge concerning magnets is inspired by the study of Qigong. Qigong is the study of flowing energy in the human body created by magnetism and by electricity produced by the human body. It taught me about the important pressure points of our body. Because of these pressure points, I have done several experiments on my own body when I was 19 years old. That was in 1990. I found that if I locate the magnetic rings with the polarities described in the pictures provided above, the blood circulation becomes smoother, metabolism becomes stronger. This discovery gave birth to the process of eternal life. And then, in addition to the eternal life rings, there are the foot braces. The foot braces are 300% stronger. If you have an option between the foot braces versus the rings, Alex advises to get the rings. He explains that the whole human body is a magnetic community. Each individual cell is a magnet and has polarities of north and south, just like a regular magnet. This is why cells attract each other and form into a more complicated community. An animal body. A human body carries magnetic flux currents which cycle around the body. If this magnetic flux cycle in the body gets stronger and faster, the body should become more healthy. The rings have an anti-aging effect because the magnetic flux they generated will propel the blood circulation. The magnetic devices speed up the magnetic flux that cycles in our body and therefore affects our blood circulation system. Cells are dying faster than they are reproduced due to the lack of energy and food sources that slow blood circulation. Now, with my invention, metabolism can be accelerated and be allowed to distribute adequate energy and food sources into entire body cells, keeping the body young and healthy. Now somewhere, okay, here it is. He says that that your fingers and toes are the polarities, like on a battery, It says that when you wear the rings, and I'm going to give you instructions. Can everyone see this? This is a diagram. This is your left finger. And pretend that this is one of the magnets, okay? This is the North Pole. This is the South Pole. So on your left finger, wait a minute, that was wrong. This is my left hand. No.
All right.
This is my right hand. Okay, I'll do it this way. On your right hand, north or the plus sign goes up. On your left hand, north goes down. So south is going to be up. So, still my right hand. Right middle finger, you have a magnet on top, a magnet on the bottom. The North Pole is on top, the South Pole is on the bottom. So there's two little magnets. You can't see this, but it's two magnets that, and your finger, may I have some, could someone please volunteer? I'll take it. Okay. No, that's okay. So, you know, simple things are hard for me, but hard things are easy for me. So see, this is my left side, so this is the left. Okay, my hands are cold. Now, see her finger? We have two little magnets. Oh no. I'm going to pretend I have two little magnets, okay? One is on top and one is on bottom. And the finger gets sandwiched between them. Okay, and then on the other hand, just the opposite. So I'm going to switch the opposite on the other hand. So the right hand, this is north. North goes up on the right hand. And turn it, south goes up on the left hand. Thank you. Now, what you all didn't see was the supermagnet snapped to the other supermagnet. These boogers, when these things come together, watch out, because they're so powerful that they will literally bite a chunk of your flesh off. You have to be very careful handling these things. And so the first time I made these rings, oh, by the way, I'm not infringing on Alex Chu's, patent. On his website, he gives a diagram. He shows you how to make these. He says, just get some tape, orient the magnets this way, and use tape and plastic to hold the magnets in place. So it's amazing to me that he shows you how to make these rings and gives you permission to make them. But you are not to mass produce these, because this is his design. So it's okay for me to tell you how to do this. Now when these things snap together on I was playing with it. They're so powerful.
What's the
Look at this.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah.
Can y'all see that? Can the camera see this?
Yeah.
So I was just playing. I went like that, and it jumped over to the magnet underneath, and it pinched my skin like this. And the only way I could get it off was to pull it off, and a piece of my flesh was in there, and I'm bleeding. I'm telling you, be careful. These things are very powerful. You do not want them anywhere near your computer, your hard
Yeah,
disk,
no.
or it can wipe it out.
Or your MP3 player,
Yes.
or anything electronic.
Yes. So be very careful. And when you make your rings, this is the orientation. When you make your rings, it will turn. First, you're going to mark the rings. You need a compass so you can know which is the North Pole, which is the South Pole. I happen to have one of the rings, so I just use that. So you keep them separate. Okay, you put a plus on the north. You don't have to mark the south because underneath the north is the south. Keep them separate. If they come together, snap together, it's almost impossible to get them apart. Actually, you know what? The guys can probably do it. I'm not as strong. I can't pull them apart. So what you do, an easy way to make them come apart is you slide them.
Yeah.
You push hard and slide them, and you can do it. If you want some free amusement, take 2 super magnets that are locked together, give it to one of your friends, and tell them to pull it apart. And they go, oh, that little thing, that ain't nothing. And they go, and it's always, you'll have so much fun watching them trying to pull it apart. And then you show them the secret. You push it across, and then you can get it apart. So what you do, you're going to mark the magnets, keep them separate. That's number 1. And then he just says, take plastic and tape, hold them in place. So
how do you know which is north and which is south? Sorry.
ideally, you would have a compass.
Yeah.
The compass will let you know which is north and south. Otherwise, what I've done here is I just took, this is Alex Chu's magnetic ring. I'm going to pass this around so you can look at it. And so where it says, where the plus is higher than the rest of the plastic so you can feel it. And I just took a magnet and stuck it to it. So that's how I know that that's north. Because the plus is north. So underneath is south. Okay. I'll pass this. That's what it looks like. Just pass it.
Two batteries. You know the batteries that put in the front of the watches?
While that's passing around, I'm going to read a few testimonials. Someone wrote Alex and said, I have been an advanced type 2 diabetic for 15 years. I am 49. I have been wheelchair dependent for the past 5 years due to my feet turning a dead grayish white from complications of the diabetes causing no circulation in them. The doctors have recommended that they soon be amputated to prevent gangrene. I have lost all nerve sensation in my feet and lower legs as well. Pills, insulin, controlled diet, nothing worked. I have to tell you that your rings used with the foot braces propel so much blood into my feet that they have turned a rosy pink, full of alive sensation, saving my feet from amputation.
Wow.
That's one lady's testimonial. And another person said, I really do believe I am feeling much more energy already. For the first time in many years, I am waking before my alarm. You know, it's hard to read this even with these glasses. It's so tiny.
Someone can read it out.
Want to read for it?
You can read it out. Someone can read it out.
Lawrence Durrell. Okay, I can't read this.
Sorry, get someone to read it
I'm
out.
going to tell you,
Gentlemen, brother.
if you like to stand here and read this.
Whoa.
Can you read that?
Yeah,
Here, some glasses. These are reading
No, I don't need
glasses.
that, don't need that. I really do believe I'm feeling much more energy already. For the first time in many years, I am waking before my alarm and getting up feeling very alert, refreshed and energized. It's unbelievable. till I got the rings, I was always late for work in spite of setting 3 different alarm clocks. On weekends, I slept most of it away. Now I'm eager to get up and go. I'm so encouraged and can finally look forward to a more zestful and robust life. You have got to have you have my permission to use my testimonials if you wish. Thank you, Alex. You've really got something here. Warmest personal regards, Marriott.
Thank you, Marie. There was another story. A man wrote Alex, and he said that if you are a couple, he advised Alex to have like an advice that couples, both parties should wear the rings. Because what happened was a man ordered it, and he didn't order it for his wife, and he was able to have erections again. And he intercoursed his wife to death. They had been making love for over 5 hours, and she died having an orgasm. I can think of no better way to go.
I can think of no better way to come. You take that to the bank.
I thought you were the bank. That's what you like chosen.
Now, plastic. He just says, get plastic and tape and stick them together in that diagram. So you can use straws. You can use, those tall water bottles. You can cut strips and wrap it around your finger. I found these cable connectors. And they're already cut for you. And so what you do is you get a piece and you wrap it around one of your fingers, maybe somebody else's finger, because it's hard to do it on your finger. And basically, you're just going to do something like that. You don't want it to fit snugly because you're going to tape the magnets into place, and you're going to use duct tape because it's very, very strong. You can use plastic tape, but it will wear away very quickly. So you tape it together. You want to tape it so that it very loosely goes over your little finger. So once you have this taped, let me get some tape. We'll mark the magnets and they're separated. Now we're going to wrap the plastic. Number 2, we're going to wrap the plastic loosely around the finger and tape it. And see, after you make your first pair, it's going to look funny. You're going to laugh at it. But be proud of your baby. The next one will look better. And then by the time they start to wear out, actually probably long before that, if you make another pair, it'll look better than before, and you'll see where to improve it. But by then, London should have Alex shoe rings. Tahuti Society should have them, and then you can buy